Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. On the calendar, it's a whole new year, 2024. We made it. That's pretty exciting. And normally around this time of year, I like to do my empties video, favorites, sort of like end of the year roundup kind of stuff. And also coming up will be my project pan, the last one of the project pan year. And then I'm also going to do a skin update. So I don't know if you guys can notice my skin has gone through a lot since I very first uploaded my skin journey video. I'm excited to share updates about that, but today's focus is my empties video. I save a bag throughout the entire year of just empties of like skincare, beauty, makeup, all that kind of stuff. So I have this entire shopping bag filled to the brim. I'm gonna go through and kind of talk about things that I loved a lot, things that I kept repurchasing, things that lasted me through the year, and things that, you know, weren't so great. I really like watching these empties videos, especially when it's like accumulated through the entire year, because you can really see what someone is actually loving and using all the time non-stop. So you'll see a lot of repeats in here. Let's get into it. I also want to apologize for like the background hissing of my radiator. If you could hear that, there's nothing I can really do about it. It's actually leaking and causing water damage, which I told them about 2.5 years ago now. So that's not on me, but that's just in the background there. If you can hear it, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna pour this out and take you guys through my empties. You might be wondering, okay, so you collect empty bottles and products, but what do you do with them at the end of the year? Great question. I believe it's an Instagram Reels or a Shorts of me going to The Ordinary, actually, of all places, and dropping off all my empties. They collect and recycle responsibly like any sort of empty beauty, skincare, anything product. And I think they're a great resource if there's one in your area. I believe it's Nolita or Soho in New York that you can drop off at. That's how I responsibly recycle. We don't want this stuff in a landfill, now do we? If you're like recycling at home, you might just be wish cycling, which is like even worse because you're just throwing things away in the recycling bin in hopes that they're gonna be recycled, but they might not actually be. So at least this way, like, I can ensure that it's going to get where it needs to go. I poured everything out, and the majority of what's in front of me is all skincare, and I think that speaks to my skincare journey that I've kind of gone through this year. And I definitely used to be someone who over applied products in the hopes that they would be doing something for my skin, when in reality it was just damaging more than anything. I'm gonna save that category for last since there's so much to go through. I'm actually gonna start off with makeup, since you guys have kind of seen my journey in my project pan. And there's actually not that many products in front of me, and I think that's due to the fact that like I'll really hone in and just kind of focus on a few rather than like trying to go through everything all the time. I also don't have that much makeup in the first place, and I don't find myself really wearing it that often. I have 5 products here in front of me. First one is a Buxom mascara that I use. I'm pretty sure I panned this, and there's like nothing but flakiness in here. I didn't repurchase this. This is something I actually got as like a gift, or someone was giving it away and I needed a new mascara. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It definitely did wonders for like volume, but I found that it got very chunky very quickly, and then also like I just wasn't really drawn to it in any other sense than the fact that like I had it and I needed to use it. You guys know I had like a love-hate with my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I don't think I'll be repurchasing this anytime soon, simply because I really do love the IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. I think that's the one for me, and they've come out with a bunch of new formulas since I very first tried it, and I've fallen in love with that, so wouldn't really repurchase this. It's one of those things where like if you have beautiful, clear, glowing skin already, this might be for you. For me at the time, it just wasn't it. I have this tiny little Photo Finish Smashbox primer that I actually even like cut the top off so I could get down into the bottom of. This is my absolute hands down holy grail primer. I love what it does to my pores. It just literally makes them vanish. And for that reason, I love this. I got a trial size of this because it's like, okay, I don't want to purchase the entire full size, but honestly, I probably should, just like telling how I freaking mutilated this product. Like, I love it so much. No need to deny myself what I love. I'll definitely repurchase that, just not anytime soon. I'm actually working through a different primer. I used up this Tarte lip gloss. I would repurchase this, but I have so many other lip products to work through that I just don't want to add anything to my collection right now. But this is the Tarte lip gloss. This is in the shade Gold, and it was one of like the little birthday gift ones that I got from Sephora like ages ago, and I finally used it up. But using this product did kind of like let me know that lip gloss is my lip thing versus like liners and lipsticks, so that was fun. And last but not least, I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is something I would repurchase in terms of like the product umbrella line, but not necessarily like this one exactly. I just like setting sprays. I don't have like any loyalty towards any one. I really like the Morphe one. I like all the Urban Decay ones. I wanted to try an e.l.f. one, but got that shipped to the wrong address, so that sucks for me. But this is something I do enjoy, and it feels luxurious, and especially in the summer, it's just like moisturizing but like locks everything in so you don't completely sweat it off. That was it for makeup. You guys probably even saw most of these products throughout the progression of my project pan this year anyway. Next I'm going to move on into hair care. Now a lot of hair care that I have used up in terms of like shampoo bars, conditioning things, I recycle those boxes, and I'm gonna make a mental note to myself this year to hang on to those boxes and put them in here, because I always forget like what I used and like what was really working for my hair. So unfortunately I don't have anything like that to share with you, but I do have 3 other little products. I'm gonna start with this Ordinary Hair Care. This bottle is like actually disgusting, and I'm afraid to show it to you because this is just what happens when you live in New York City and you share a shower with 3 people and you guys all don't want to scrub the tub. You've been warned. Ew. It is the Ordinary Hair Care Sulfate 4% Cleanser for body and hair, and I'm gonna stop showing the bottle because I can't stand that actually. This has been good as like my clarifying wash that I'll do every now and again. I did repurchase this. It's also good for like body, like back knee, if you're like looking for something stronger than soap but not necessarily like a medicated wash. And I just use this like once a month now that I have a filter in my shower head. You guys should watch my hair care tips for growth. I'll leave it up here or up here, I don't really know where it goes, and I talk about this wash there, but also like why I needed it in the first place. I don't use it so much now, but I did repurchase it, and I do like the product for the price point. I used up this Briogeo Curl Charisma, and this just didn't work for me. It's rice amino and avocado hydrating and defining mask. My hair needs something, but I just don't know what it is. This was just too heavy for me, and I think I got it in a set so I could kind of like try out the 3 different products, and I think it was just too much for my hair, unfortunately. Last one, I've got this Bumble and Bumble dry shampoo. I wish I could repurchase this. This is obviously like a sample size, like gift size. I just don't know where the hell to find it. It's the BB Pretza Powder, equal parts dry shampoo, style extender, and volume, and a pinch. And I love this because it's a powder, not like an actual aerosol spray, so you can pack it and you just like, I mean it's empty now, but you push it and like it puffs out on your hair, and I love this. I would repurchase this, but I'm not sure where to find it. Maybe I just haven't looked hard enough. This was so amazing and made my hair feel so soft and clean after. Moisturizing breeze. Next I'm going to move into body care. Again, I don't have like a ton for this either, but I did want to share some things that I used up. I'm going to start with this Body Whip cream butter. This was a gift, I believe, from years ago, and I finally was able to completely use it up. It takes effort for me to moisturize after the shower if it's in a tube or tub like this. Like if it's not just one of those pumps that I can just use right after the shower, I probably won't use it. So this took some like effort to use, but it smells amazing. This is a lavender kind of aromatherapy thing, so it was nice to luxuriate. This is a holy grail favorite. I absolutely love this. I love the size, I love the formula, I love everything about it. It's the Gold Bond Healing Hand Cream with Aloe. This one specifically says that it lasts through hand washing, and it does. It like layers over your skin and just makes it so smooth and soft, and I love it. I actually have a new one right here, and I'm running out of this one, so I'm definitely gonna repurchase another one, but it fits like right in my purse or my tote bag or whatever I'm carrying around for the day, and I swear by this. I love it. It comes in bigger tubes, but I like this size specifically because it fits like in whatever I'm carrying with me throughout the day. In New York, obviously, like the winters are so dry. I mean, not as dry and cold now because of climate change, but this helps when you're in a pinch, and I love it. Last body care thing that I used was a Self Tan Express kit. I got 3 uses out of it. It's Saint Tropez. I felt like it was a good starter kit to see if I really was a self tan girly or not, and turns out I'm really not. It does tan nicely. I did enjoy the tanner itself. I will say the only thing is like my mitt fell completely apart. Did not last me the entire year. I don't know what Saint Tropez has to say about that. That was my experience. It just was like completely fallen apart. If I were to self-tan, I would like get a dedicated mitt, but the formula of the self-tan itself I did like, especially for someone like me who's a complete beginner and had never done that before. Don't think I'll repurchase though, just not a self-tanner. Next, moving on into skincare. I will say a lot of what I have in front of me are repeat purchases, which is good because I'm finding what works for me and I want to share that with you all. I'm gonna first probably start with things that like I didn't love so much or just weren't for me. This is the Nutricentials Thirst X Hydrating Gel Cream. It has a weird scent to it, and it came with the Lumi Spa that my mom got me for Christmas last year, and that is just way too rough on my skin. Like damage, earthquake central, like really bad for my skin. So I stopped using that and the products that came with it. I use this on my legs, but it just smells like too clean, you know, like chemically almost. This I guess I could have included in body care, but it was a skincare thing. I did end up finally finishing my cucumber gel mask by Peter Thomas Roth. I love this. I just don't know how actually beneficial it is for your skin, but I did love the texture. I loved the green color. I loved how it felt. I loved how it smelled. Again, not really sure if it's worth the price tag, and I think I got this to help calm my skin, but since it's a mask versus like a daily treatment, I don't really think it did what I wanted it to do, but it felt nice in the moment. I finished this Planet Eden Youthful Glow 30% glycolic acid skin peel. I used to really love this way back in like 2020 when like masks were first a thing and like my skin was clear. I would do this peel and it would help like just kind of slough off my skin, like dead skin, built up skin, and like really kind of get rid of like whiteheads, blackheads, whatever. But since I have gotten on new prescriptions and been working with a skin esthetician, it's actually burnt my skin. So I did repurchase it, and with the repurchase, that's what's been like burning my skin. It's just a lot more sensitive now, and like my skin is just a lot fresher. So putting something on so strong like has been damaging. So proceed with caution if you decide to purchase something similar. I really loved it at the time, but then as my skin needs trying to change over time, it really started damaging more than helping. So will not repurchase again, but I do have one to use up, so maybe I can use that for like the bottoms of my feet or something. I have my Ordinary Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 2% or 1%, and I only have one of these. And I used to buy these all the time. I could have sworn they were going to clear up my dark spots, stop me from breaking out, oil absorb, and all that stuff. And like I genuinely just needed prescriptions. So I stopped purchasing so many of these once I got on the right track with my skincare prescriptions. And I'm really glad I did. I don't have as many of these. If you watch my empties from last year, I think I had like 3 or 4 bottles of just like Ordinary products. And this time around, this is my only Ordinary product that I've used this year, or like fully used up. So I feel good about that. Like listening to my skincare needs and really going with that rather than just trying to make it accept something that just wasn't working and being stubborn about it. Not to hate on the Ordinary though, I still do love the Ordinary, don't get me wrong on that part. I have 2 cleansers that used to live in the shower. This is my CeraVe Acne Control Cleanser, 2% salicylic acid treatment. Didn't love it, kind of made my skin super sensitive, didn't repurchase it, got the small size and I'm glad I did. I ended up using this more for my back than anything, like especially during the summertime. Yeah, didn't love it, not my thing, wasn't good for my skin. But I did love my Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. This is for dry to normal sensitive skin, which I have combination sensitive skin or oily sensitive skin, which you wouldn't expect. But that's why my skin is so unique, and that's why everyone is so unique and needs to find what works for them. I never ever thought a gentle skin cleanser is what I needed, but it totally is, and I love this stuff. I think I actually got, I don't know if it's Cetaphil or CeraVe Gentle Skin Cleanser, but they're pretty much the same in my eyes. But Gentle Skin Cleanser, that is my new thing. I got the big size and I got an even bigger size in this next repurchase. That's sitting in my shower right now. Just went on a big journey this year with skin, and I cannot wait to talk about it in that upcoming video. You should definitely subscribe or watch that one. I'll like link it if I didn't already. I use the Great Barrier Relief Reparative Skin Soothing Serum by Crave Beauty. I love Crave Beauty. I just use this this and then kind of fell off with it. I just wasn't thinking that it was really repairing the way I needed to, but that's also because I was fully assaulting my skin with other things. So I would try this again, but I also think my skin is in such a state to where I don't need something as like strong, heavy duty, reparative as this because of other products I'm using. It would be kind of foolish for me to just purchase to purchase, and I think for that reason I wouldn't buy another one of these, but I did really love it at the time. And Crave Beauty just does awesome things for sustainability and environmental impact and accountability and transparency, and I love them for that. Another Crave Beauty was the Makeup Rewind, a transforming jelly oil cleanser. I did not love this, and it actually took me a long time to go through it. I just thought it was too like thick at first, and it didn't really like transform to an oil truly the way like I needed it to for my skin. I found that oil kind of like makeup removers are the best thing for me, and this I had high hopes for, but the jelly to oil just doesn't do it for me. I need like straight oil. This would be good to travel with because it's not an oil. I did like this. I just don't think I'd repurchase it, but it might work for you if you have like super oily skin or normal skin. I don't think I'd recommend this for dry skin because that's when I found that it just wasn't doing what it needed to do for me. I have two more Crave Beauty things. These are the Beat the Sun Lightweight Sunscreen. I absolutely loved these. I love the texture, I love the feel of it, I love the glow it gives my skin, but I am moving away from chemical sunscreens and moving into physical. I don't know if these are chemical or physical. I'm going to look into that, but it normally says if it's a physical sunscreen, and like zinc oxide usually is like what is the physical sunscreen, and it doesn't say that it is, so I'm just going to assume this is fully chemical. That's just not going to do it for me. As much as I love this formula, as much as I love this product, and I want it like in a jumbo size, I don't think it's for me. It is a lightweight sunscreen. It's really good for like moisturizing on top of just like your skincare, and it's luxurious, it's hydrating, it's juicy, it quenches your skin's thirst. I loved it, I really did, but I just can't keep wearing it if it's chemical. I'm gonna look into it, but I would repurchase if they came out with a physical sunscreen version. Crave Beauty though, keep doing what you're doing. I love you, Leah. You are my idol. Speaking of, I have a Kinship Self-Reflect sunscreen that is physical, and I did really love this. I just have like moved on to something a bit more affordable. Right now I'm using, I think it's Cetaphil or CeraVe, like the little stick. I'm just trying out all sorts of different sunscreens. That's kind of like where I'm experimenting right now, since the rest of my routine is like pretty solid and set. I have continuously repurchase this like throughout the years. I do love this product. I love the way it smells, and it does kind of give you like a little tint. If I wanted to do like a no makeup day, this is what I would put on because it is like a little like peachy colored. I even have like a little mini one sitting in my makeup drawer for those sorts of days, and it also helps to protect blemish prone skin, which when I was really badly breaking out, I just ate this shit up. I loved it. Last thing from Kinship is their pimple potion. It has a retinol salicylic acid. I did really love this as well. This is also something I'm kind of like experimenting with, is pimple potions, those kind of sort of like spot treatment things. This is something I would hands down repurchase if I weren't already working my way through another one, but I love this stuff so very much. I got a full size. I think it came with my sunscreen purchase, and I was like, okay, sure, like I'll try it, and I actually really loved it. This sounds like disgusting, but it feels like it eats the pimple from inside out and just really breaks it down, and I loved it. This is actually something I kind of forgot about, but now that I'm like holding it again, I'm like, oh yeah, I loved this so very much. So would highly recommend, would repurchase, but I already have something that I'm working through and I want to finish that first. This is a Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream. This is something I didn't expect to love so much, but I absolutely fell in love with it. I started using it after getting a chemical peel. I love the consistency, the color is super cute, it feels amazing on the skin. I fully used up so much of it. It is a little bit pricey though for like how much you get, so I'm on the fence about getting it again. But I did love it and would recommend if you're looking for something for sensitive skin. It's not going to break you out. It's going to soothe, moisturize, protect your skin barrier, all the good things like that. Definitely loved it, and it was nice to treat myself to something, especially after like an abrasive kind of like stronger chemical peel. It was nice to just have like a soothing touch to the skin, and I did really love this. This is kind of boring, but it's one of my prescriptions that I've used up. It's the clindamycin phosphate. Again, I'm gonna do an entire video about like my skincare journey and like where I'm at now, but I just wanted to include this, that I did use this up. And I've also used up other prescriptions, so maybe I just shouldn't include this next time. I'm on to my last two products that I used up so many of these things. The first one is pimple patches. I have so many. These are the CosRx Acne Pimple Master Patch. It comes with like a bunch of different sizes. They're all empty, otherwise I would show you. I got a 10-pack, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on Amazon and used all of them, and then luckily stopped kind of like breaking out so badly after I used up all of them. So it just worked out for me that I didn't have to repurchase anymore. But I love these. They don't have any sort of treatment on them, and that's why I love them so much, is because they weren't like full of salicylic acid. They weren't going to irritate my skin anymore. They truly were for, okay, you popped a pimple you couldn't resist, and now you're gonna put like a band-aid on it, essentially. I adored these this past year. Like, I really was in need, and they helped me out when I needed it most, and I'm forever grateful. Last but not least, actually this is probably best for last in this case scenario, I used up the Avène Cicaphate Crème Restaurancy Perfectrice. I don't know how to say it, it's in French. I love this stuff so much this year. My esthetician recommended this brand, and she actually recommended a bunch of brands. This is just the one I happened to find at Walgreens of all places, and I thought, okay, perfect. If I can find it at Walgreens, I'm good. I can find it at Walgreens, Amazon, Ulta. Like, I feel good about this being in my skincare routine like repeatedly. It is a bit pricey. This full size is like a $42 tube, but it is so worth it. I used to just use this at night and after chemical peels, but now I'm using it morning and night. I have two trial sizes that I've gone through, which are like still pretty good sizes. They're 1.3 fluid ounces, and then I used up 2 of the 3.3 fluid ounces, and I have another one I'm actually about to go through, and then another one back up behind that to finish up using as well. So I absolutely love this stuff. My friend Greg, shout out to you, had given me some of the best skincare advice, which is so simple. He has oily skin as well as I, and he said the key to like his skin being like glowy and healthy was to over moisturize. Those two words alone, over moisturize, like blew my mind and completely changed my routine, and now it's something I also do and like swear by. This is something that doesn't make me look oily, but makes me look glowy from within and like actually healthy. My skin isn't like red, it's not irritated. When I do break out, it's kind of reduced to just that size of the breakout, not like the entire cheek or like whatever part. So I love this stuff, I really do. It's just like so amazing, and it feels good. I know I butchered the name, so here it is. You guys can see it has like a little family on it because I think it's good for babies, which is super cute. I kind of stand by that. If you wouldn't apply it to like a newborn baby, why would you put it on your skin? You know what I mean? Okay, that is all for my Empties 2023 video. I hope you guys enjoyed and kind of got some inspiration or some insight to what products you might really love, or maybe take a look at your own stash and be like, okay, I shouldn't repurchase this, I just need to use it up and get rid of it. Or if there's like a recurring theme of something you absolutely love and should just commit to, just do it already, be loyal. I really enjoy kind of collecting things to be able to show you guys after it's all said and done. It's also just a good reflection period for me to be like, okay, wow, I really did love this product and maybe I should reincorporate it, or I really did love this product and it's going to stay a staple. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to be kind to yourself, others, and the planet, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe so you see my project pan coming out, potentially my favorites video, my skincare update, just a bunch of things coming up and out that I'm really excited to post. Happy New Year once again. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.